Here's the thing. Gene's been so calm and collected. You're not getting to him. Gene can keep his composure.
6 feet! 6 feet! What the fuck? Curvature is the answer.
Gene can keep his composure.
I don't know how to use the internet. Help!
I don't even know how much the earth curves.
Help!
To the left, to the left, to the left, to the left.
Curvature! Curvature! What the fuck? 6 feet is the answer.
So calm and collected. You're not getting to him.
What the fuck? The calculators are broken, bro.
To the left.
I want you to understand my MO, my stance, my position. I'm a bigot. I'm anti-Semite. I am manipulated trash.
Curvature!
Grown men. Woo.
Whoa. I'm a bigot. I'm an anti-Semite. Whoa. What's going on? Let's see what I got going on here. All right. Just making sure everything's working. Good evening, Geek G. All right. What do we got going on here? All right. So welcome. Tonight, I was invited back to the fun place that we call TikTok to discuss, I guess, we'll see, the Ballie photo again. Same flurf. He can certainly keep his composure. I don't know how to use the internet. Yeah. So thanks, Globe, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, this guy, Dirt Cousin, who I dismantled a few weeks ago on the Andrew Ballie photo with evidence, wanted to have round 2. So I guess we're going to do that in a few minutes. I'm monitoring his live. So I guess it's up. So I guess I can go over there whenever. So I'll head over in a few minutes. No Fred debate. Yeah, so I don't know. Got people in here? Who's watching? Who is watching? So if you're unaware, Frederick the Entertainer is my top left nominee. He finally agreed to debate me in a live where I cornered him in front of his friends and flat out challenged him to a moderated debate and made him feel bad enough that there's no reason to hide from a moderated debate on a neutral platform. I think that's what got he had no excuse to not do it in front of all his friends. So he said yes. He wanted me to bring him some examples of some debate platforms we could use. No modern day debates. That's out because that's bias. So that one was out immediately. So I found a few others, and I sent them over to him. Boy, did he dismiss them quick. And we don't have to wonder why he dismissed them quick. If he accepts them, he then has to do the debate. So, so what a drama over the last week with him. He's doing everything in his power to avoid the debate. There's got to be a name for it. It's just like he's throwing up roadblocks. All right, he's throwing up every roadblock he can think of in order to make it so complicated that it's just not going to happen, right? You make it so complicated that everybody just gives up. And by an example of that complication, best part of waking up is rise it in your cup. I was on there live the other day, talking with Fred about it. Talking is a strong word, more like yelling at each other about it. And a bunch of the flirts in the live were like, "Would you agree to do it in a court?" Yeah, they said that. Would you agree to do it in a court of law? Hold on, let me turn my mic monitor on. There we go. Yeah, let that sink in. Let that sink in. So Flat Earth, and it explains why they think that Garcia lawsuit, Thompson versus Garcia, was a Flat Earth debate. That it really opened my eyes to that, because they think, and this came from multiple of them. It wasn't just like one idiot. Like, they were all saying it, like, and people in the chat were agreeing that I should do it in a court of law. I think they don't realize you have to be sued to go to court. You can't just pay a judge to moderate a debate and he'll judge the winner. This is what they think the fucking court system is for. Not even fucking kidding. No, Globe Man, you will not debate me right now, you shill. You're the shill. So Fred's various roadblocks consist of, so far, this is what he's thrown up. Let's see. Where do I have these? Let's see. I must have it in here. I must. I can never find shit when you need it. Unbelievable. So he's been doing it. So Vika, who you guys probably know, the dude who does the what does he do? He does the documentaries on YouTube. Vika, you know Vika. He suggested I pay Fred $500. Fred, whose body of work in debates is zero. He just claims he's won everything on earth, right? So no, that was poo-pooed. And then they suggested I put up money as a bet. And then they suggested I get a court, do it in court, hire a judge in a courtroom. Okay. Fred wants to hire lawyers to sign a contract. He has both said we can't discuss the date and time because we haven't discussed the rules of the debate. But then when I bring up the rules, he says we can't discuss the rules because we don't have it set up yet, scheduled. So he's talking out of both sides of his mouth. He's really just doing everything he can to obfuscate and try to avoid the debate, right? I mean, that's what they do. It all started on Thursday, where I was in a live with him and got him to agree to it. And we agreed to Sunday night, which, yes, was yesterday, right? So we don't have much time. These debate platforms, you need to get on the schedule. They need to promote it, blah, blah, blah. So I went immediately out Thursday night and into Friday looking for places. I found the Raging Tomato, which is on YouTube. Looked good. I don't think they even have a single flat earth debate up there. So pretty neutral platform. I sent it over to him and he ignored it all day Friday and all day Saturday until 6:30 at night on Saturday. So he spent a day and a half ghosting me, not replying, and then showed up the last minute on Saturday night and was like, "Why are you running for me? You're running." I'm the one running. Now that there's not enough time to get on their schedule to schedule a debate, he'll answer me. So he's done everything in his power to twist this as if I'm running now, when my only demand for the debate to happen is a neutral platform. That's it. That's my one demand, neutral platform. And he wants 20 things, orange orange jelly beans hand fed to him by an obese woman. I don't know. He makes all sorts of crazy demands. Oh my God. What is this Daniel guy? Daniel, you're crazy. Flirts are never honest, Lindsay. Never, ever, never, ever. It's funny. So I don't expect this debate to happen. It would be awesome if it did. He's my top left nominee. I would love to get him in a one-on-one. But he won't do it. He won't do it. He's going to do everything he can to avoid it. So, I mean, right now, he told me he's going to go look for debate platforms. That's where we stand officially right now. He's doing it now since I can't be trusted with my my compromised, biased debate platforms that I've suggested so far. By the way, the Raging Tomato, he dismissed the Raging Tomato because he went and looked at their page and he thinks she looks crazy. So dismissed her right off the bat. MC Toon is scheduled to do a debate on that platform. So he saw his thumbnail in the corner. That dismisses it completely. And he said she debates things like feminism and toxic masculinity. So I had to explain to Fred that toxic masculinity, just because she's debating that and it's on her channel, doesn't mean she agrees with it or not. She's the moderator. She's hosting debates. It's the other people that have those opinions and they're debating. She's hosting the debate. You can't hold that against the moderator, but they have no idea. They don't know how court systems work. They don't know how debates work. They don't know anything. What is it a flat earther knows? What is it? What is it? All right. So he's poking around on his page over there. So I'm going to go hop in there in a minute and see what the hell this guy wants. No. Yeah, he's going to sue me if I return to TikTok if I win. Well, he has to win, and we have to establish what winning means. And we have to come up with a platform, and we have to, so all these things, right? All these roadblocks. But the funny thing is, while I'm in the lives on TikTok discussing this with him, he'll be like, I'll do it right now. I'll kick everybody out, you and me, right now. Oh, suddenly it's right now. You have no demands. So we don't need to sign a contract. We don't need lawyers. We don't need a neutral platform. We don't need $500. We don't need all this stuff now suddenly because you want to do it right now on your biased platform where you have mod controls. That's weird. Why all the roadblocks for a neutral debate, but no roadblocks for a Fred moderated debate where he has control? No roadblocks. So many roadblocks that'll never happen. Right? Their psychological tactics are childish at best, but I like to point it out now because it's fascinating to me. Fred knows all definitions. Fred doesn't know flat versus level. We know that. Flat versus horizontal. All right. So stick with me. Whoever's here watching this, I'm going to hop over to TikTok. So you're going to be off mic for a minute until I switch over. All right. All right. Let's see what we got. Let's see if we can make this happen. If you got any audio issues when this starts up, just hit me up in the chat.